You are walking through a grocery store and all of a sudden you see a child throwing a fit. The child throws himself onto the ground, screams, cries, kicks, and starts to hit himself. What do? Most people stop and stare, some have snide comments or remarks, and others just assume that the parent is to blame. What you don't know is that the child is suffering from a disorder called autism. Autism is a fast-growing disorder that affects nearly 1 out of every 110 births today. Today I'm going to discuss autism on the rise in the U.S. There are several topics that I'm going to cover. What autism is, autism statistics, how autism has affected my family, and autism in the future and what you can do to make a difference. According to dictionary.com, autism is defined as the following: a pervasive developmental disorder of children characterized by impaired communication, excessive rigidity, and emotional detachment. National Institute of Health also describes autism as ASD, or autism spectrum disorder. It's called autism spectrum disorder because autism ranges from very mild cases to very high functioning cases as Asperger's syndrome. Autistic children come in all different shapes and sizes and don't all necessarily have the same symptoms or behaviors. Autism is an epidemic affecting a large number of Americans today. The statistics I'm going to show you are only a few of the several shocking stats out there today. The first graph that I have is autism stats. All these statistics come from the Autism Society. The first one, autism affects 1 in every 110 births today. So for every 110 children born, 1 will definitely be diagnosed with autism. This is a really high number compared to 20 or 30 years ago. 1 in every 70 boys will be diagnosed with autism. Scientists aren't really sure why boys are more prone to being autistic than girls, but there are a higher number of boys than girls with autism. Today, there are 1.5 million Americans living with ASD or autism. The lifetime cost of caring for a child with autism ranges anywhere from $3.5 million to $5 million. This is due to all the medical costs, medications, and special treatments that autistic children need to function and survive in everyday life. Science has proven vaccines are not the cause of autism. This tends to be a highly debated topic in the autism world. But there are proven facts stating that vaccines are not the sole cause of autism. There are such things as environmental problems, genetic problems, and other things that scientists are looking into to discover what causes autism. There is no cure for autism. Today, autism cannot be cured. The only thing that doctors can do for autism is provide it with medicine, treatments, schooling, and special help. There is no way to fully cure someone of autism. What can you do? You can get educated and help fund autism research efforts. By getting educated, you'll understand what these children are going through on a daily basis. And by funding autism research, it'll help scientists discover, hopefully, what the cause of autism is and how we can help these children. The next graph that I have is autism on the rise. This shows the statistic of autism ranging from the year of 1975 all the way until 2009. In 1975, there was 1 child diagnosed with autism in every 5,000 births. 10 years later, this number changed from 1 in every 2,500. In 1995, which was another 10 years later, this number went to 1 in 500 births. In 2001, the number jumped once again to 1 in 250. In 2004, it was 1 birth in every 166. In 2007, there was 1 child with every 150 births. And then from 2009 until the present, we have 1 child is diagnosed with every 110 births. So from 1975 to 2009, you can see that there's been a drastic incline of autism. This only means that the number is going to be on the rise. All these stats were provided by the Dr. Oz show. My family has dealt with autism for 20 years. This is my brother Michael. He may look completely normal to you on the outside, but inside, his brain is functioning completely different than yours and mine. He is autistic. In an interview with my mom, I talked to her about how autism has affected her and everything that happened with my brother. My brother was born March 1st, 1992. He was not diagnosed until the age of 3.5 or 4 years old with autism. Today, the autism can be detected as early as 12 to 16 months. My brother carried all the signs of autism today. When he was younger, he didn't speak, no communication, he didn't interact with other people, and he wasn't social and had very repetitive actions. The future of autism. The number of births diagnosed with autism will rise. There is no cure for autism, so this number will just continue to rise until we find a cure for autism. Studies are being funded daily to research the cause of autism and to find cures for autism. What can you do? Make an effort to educate yourself on autism. This will help you better understand what these children go through and how to help. You can also help with the Special Olympics or donate to autism foundations such as Autism Society of America, National Autism Association, the Help Group, Dan Marino Foundation, and several other ones out there. I hope that you now have a greater knowledge and understanding of what autism is, autism statistics, how my family has dealt with autism, autism in the future, and what you can do to make a difference.
Autism is not a puzzle nor a disease. Autism is a challenge, but certainly not a devastating one.